Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video review I want to cover Ripple. Okay, so Ripple is one of that coin that we have covered few times, and I think this is a good time to have a quick refresher and quick update on Ripple. So let's look at the bigger picture first of all, and then we can come down to the smaller one. Alright, so Ripple initially had it breakout back in early December, around December 11th 2017 time frame. We had a huge spike in Ripple. It went all the way to 90 cents, consolidated nicely, went up to 108, 110, then consolidated, then broke out again right at on January 1st time frame, and since then we are getting into this overbought territory in Ripple with the overall market. All the altcoins were keep on going up, touching all-time high, and then we had the huge market sell-off. Same thing happened to Ripple. It sold off pretty hard, bounced back a little bit, then completely selling off after that. But Ripple is one of those projects that it have been pretty, it's a darling of Wall Street. It's one of those projects that it's not completely decentralized, but it's filling the gap for something that is missing in the financial market, especially related to transferring money, transactions, transaction cost, and all that good stuff. So there are some pilot projects that are going on. So MoneyGram using one of the pilot projects with Ripple. I think American Express is using it. So there are a lot of pilot projects that are going on in Ripple. So Ripple is one of those coins that do have a lot of working pilot projects, and it does have a team that is a proven team. It have like a CEO who have been with the company for a while now, and it's one of those projects that does have room to grow. Okay, so and I'm pretty bullish on Ripple in the long run, and I think in the short term this is a pretty good buying opportunity in my opinion. Okay, especially looking at the price around 74 cents and just general risk to reward. In my opinion, Ripple is one of the good candidate, along with Litecoin, Cardano, Ethereum, like Neo. But I think the Ripple is very it gets sell pretty heavily, but then when it bounced back, it bounced pretty nicely as well. So what should we looking for Ripple in short term? So we are right at the resistance level of the upper trend line that coming all the way from January 18th. Okay, so let me blow this up a little bit more. This resistance level on the trend line, we try to break out of it few times but did not work. We penetrated that, we came right back. Right now I see like a lower base formation in Ripple in this moment right now. So I think this is a good, in my opinion, and clearly in my opinion, I think this is like the entry point in Ripple, especially when the overall market turns positive. It's a good entry point. What you can do is, let's say if you're starting a position or if you just have a position, one thing that you can do is get into Ripple and have a stop loss right around 62 cents. So what does that mean? So if anything, let's say if the price drops or if the overall market drops, your downside risk is only about 10 cents or 9 cents per coin. Okay, so that's what I mean by having a stop loss in it. You can put a stop loss right around 62 cents if you're getting into Ripple at 74 cents right now. So maybe about 12 cents. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. This data is coming from Kraken Exchange, just in FYI. So this is the 4-hour chart for Ripple. As I said, coming at the resistance line, upper trend line right now. If the overall market turns bullish, or when the Asian market opens up late in the night, I have a feeling that Ripple can make a run toward 91 cents by tomorrow morning if the overall market improves tonight. Okay, the overall market right now, it's not just one coin or two coin or whatever. We need positive momentum in just general cryptocurrency market. So keep an eye on Ripple. In my opinion, I think the risk to reward is pretty good in Ripple. As I said, if you're getting into Ripple, you can, and if you're not very positive about it, or if you're not positive about cryptocurrencies in general, what you can do is buy it, have a stop loss right around 62 cents, and that way you can minimize your downside risk. I have spoke about minimizing how you can minimize your downside risk, because a lot of time when new traders get into the market, they always see the upside potential that, hey, this can go, it can double or quadruple within a couple of months, but they refuse to, or they don't see the downside risk, or they avoid seeing the downside risk because they probably just don't want to accept the fact that, hey, if something goes up, it very well can go down as well. So as a trader, as an investor, you should always cover your downside risk. When you cover your downside risk, your upside potential will automatically take care of it on its own. All right, let me say that again. If you cover your downside risk, your upside potentials will take care on its own. Okay, you will be a better, or in the long run, you will be much better off when you learn how to manage your downside risk. And that goes with any investment, not just cryptocurrency, not just stock market. It goes with, buying a, I don't know, car. Maybe you have to, think about this, what kind of problem that car might have. Does it have the warranty that I'm looking for? Does it have good ratings? I mean, if you're buying a house, if you're buying a condo, if you're buying a townhouse, same thing. You want to see what are the downside risks. If the market collapses tomorrow, are you going to be able to pay your mortgage and those kind of things? So that's, I'm trying to be very realistic and general in a sense, but I hope that you're getting the point about covering your downside risk, because as a trader, as an investor, covering your downside risk will have a very positive effect on your portfolio. Your losses that you might see in like 80%, 70% losses, that might be only like 20% loss, 25% loss, and you will have enough room to get back in to the game and reinvest, because this is not going anywhere. You can always come back and reinvest. There is no like day trading fees on here, that hey, you can only day trade 2-3 times per day if you're like under $10,000. So there are some limits in the financial market that you can only, I think the last requirement was like, if you have under $10,000 in your account, you can only 10 or 25. I'm not sure if it's 10 or 25, but you can only do the day trading 2 or 3 times per day. And then you have to wait for like 4 or 5 days or something. So that was something I came across like way back in days. So obviously you have to keep it about $25,000 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure on the number, but there's no restriction here. All right. So there are no restriction in the crypto. There's always, you can put the stop loss if you have $1,000, or if you want to have 5,000, 10,000, or whatever. So there is no restriction on here. So what I'm trying to say is protect your downside, and your upside potential will take care on its own. All right. So just to cover Ripple from the fundamentals, let's look it up. So for the news, has a 9-figure fortune from XRP. Okay, good. So his Ripple blockchain network at China payment provider. Ripple crypto is the richest person in. So positive news for Ripple. I mean, this is all like, I mean, there's nothing that strikes me as like a, you know, warning or like a red flag to me. So overall, I think Ripple is doing just fine. I think risk to reward at 74 cents right now is pretty good. You can always put a stop loss in the position to cover any downside risk. If you're adding on to the Ripple position, you can always get a nice price average. So okay, so that's pretty much it on Ripple, guys. I wanted to just have this quick review on Ripple since we haven't touched on it, and I was just going through the coin and like all the coins, and I think this popped out in my eye, and it just, I think it's coming against this upper trend line resistance too. And if we get a positive market overnight, especially from the Asian market, then we can definitely go past this and make our way toward 90 cents, 91 cents. Okay, alright, so that's on Ripple. Please let me know if you have any questions on Ripple. Post it in the comments and we can talk about it. We can do a back and forth comments on, you know, on that comment section down in the videos. Okay, alright guys, thank you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that that bell icon so you can get these videos right away. And if you learned something today, if you think this was helpful, then please give me a thumbs up, and I will do another coin for you in about 10 minutes. Okay, bye.